They not like us. You might hear it. You might feel it. That look in their eyes. That smirk when you speak your dreams. That silence when you win. Because deep down, they know you're different. But let's be clear. This path we walk, it's not for everybody. It's not for the ones who want things easy. Not for those who quit after the first no. Not for those who can't handle being alone, misunderstood, or underestimated. They not like us, because we've learned how to keep going when it's dark, when it's quiet, when no one claps. See, most people want shortcuts. They want the glow, not the grind. They want the spotlight, not the scars. But we chose the road with pain, with sweat, with late nights and early mornings. The one with no praise, just progress, because deep inside, we know greatness is not given, it's earned, in silence, in struggle, in sacrifice. Let me tell you something, ... They laughed, they doubted, they said we weren't good enough. They said we were wasting our time, and maybe, for a moment, we started to believe them. But then something clicked, not all at once, not with a big event, but slowly, quietly, powerfully. That voice inside whispered, "You're not done yet." They not like us. Because we don't stop when it's hard. We start. We don't break down. We break through. They want comfort. We crave growth. They want the reward. We fall in love with the work. It's a different mindset, a different hunger. They want weekends off. We think about goals when we eat, sleep, and breathe. People say, "Why do you push so hard? Why don't you relax? You're doing too much." They don't get it. They can't, because they're not built like us. They didn't feel that fire. They didn't face those demons and keep walking. They don't carry that pressure, the pressure to change, to rise, to escape the past. But we do. Let me remind you of something real. They don't clap for you now, but one day they'll copy your moves. They'll quote your words. They'll study your blueprint. They'll wish they had your focus, your drive, your mindset. But by then, you'll be far ahead, not because you're lucky, but because you never gave up. They not like us, and that's not an insult. It's the truth. We're not made for average. We don't blend in. We were never meant to. We were born to stand out, to break cycles, to wake up and say, "I refuse to be like the rest," so that next time they question your grind, your discipline, your silence, just smile. They not like us, and that's exactly why we'll win. Let me tell you something they'll never say out loud. They envy your discipline, but they'll call it obsession. They admire your silence, but they'll call it cold. They wish they had your courage, but they'll label you arrogant, because they don't understand the storm you survive every single day. They not like us. Don't you ever notice this? You're in a room full of people, but still feel alone. It's not because you're broken. It's not because something's wrong with you. It's because you've changed. You've started thinking different, living different, wanting different. And when you evolve, you outgrow people. You outgrow excuses. You outgrow small talk, drama, and fake support. They still chase validation. You chase vision. They still scroll all night. You study, learn, build. They still talk. You act. That's why they don't get you. They not like us. Let's talk about isolation. Because here's the truth. They don't show on motivational posters. It gets lonely. The grind is lonely. Growth is lonely. Healing is lonely. Starting over is lonely. But you know what's worse? Waking up years later, realizing you stayed the same just to fit in. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to break free, even if it means walking alone for a while. Remember, wolves don't travel in packs all the time. Sometimes the most dangerous one is the one walking solo. You see, while they sleep in, we show up. While they complain, we adapt. While they post for likes, we're building something that lasts, not for claps, not for trophies, but for legacy. Because we don't want to be known today. We want to be remembered forever. You ever hit a wall? You ever felt like you've given everything, and still nothing? That's when most people quit. But not us, because we know something powerful. The pain is real, but so is the reward. You just have to outlast the storm. Every time you keep going, you become stronger, not just in muscle or skills, but in mind, in heart, in soul. They not like us, because they stop when it hurts. We keep going until it changes us. It's funny how people will say, "You've changed." Damn right, we've changed. You think we went through all this just to stay the same? We've lost friends. We've lost time. We've lost peace. But we gained something better: clarity, purpose, fire. We don't need 100 people to believe in us. We just need to believe in ourselves, relentlessly. You know what winning really looks like. It's not the loud celebration. It's not a viral moment. It's not a big crowd chanting your name. Winning is waking up when you didn't want to, showing up when nobody noticed, staying focused when everything in the world tried to distract you. That's real victory, and they not like us, because they think winning is only about results. We know it's about resilience. People ask, why do you keep fighting? Because if we stop now, it all meant nothing. Every long night, every silent tear, every rejection, every time we fell and got up again, it meant something. We didn't come this far to come this far. We didn't survive the fire to be normal. They still don't get it. They still think we're crazy for trying to build a business, trying to heal, trying to be the first in the family to make it, trying to break curses that lived for generations. But that's fine, because one day they'll ask how we did it, and we'll say, I didn't quit. They not like us. They weren't meant to be, and that's okay, because we're not here to be understood. We're here to be remembered. Let's settle this now. They not like us, because they were never built for the war. We fight in silence. They want the light, but they don't want the dark. They want the reward, but not the sacrifice. They want the crown, but not the pain of carrying it. You see, when you choose the uncommon path, you become a target. Not because you're wrong, but because you remind people they settled. You know what scares them most? Consistency. The fact that you keep showing up, keep evolving, keep rising, no matter how many times life breaks you. Most people can sprint. Few can endure. They clap for intensity. But they don't respect discipline, because discipline is quiet. It's lonely. It's thankless. But it wins. They not like us because they break when it's hard. We bend, then snap back harder. Let me tell you a truth no one tells you. Pain isn't the enemy. Comfort is. Pain sharpens. Comfort dulls. Pain wakes you up. Comfort puts you to sleep. You'll never become who you were born to be. By hiding from the fire, you become it by walking through it. And that's where most fall off. They beg for ease. We embrace the edge. They not like us, because we bleed and keep marching. Everyone talks about success, but no one talks about what it costs. It costs your sleep, your peace, your reputation. It costs you comfort, safety, routine. It costs you fake friends, weak habits, old identities. And when you pay that price, you don't even get applause. You get doubt, laughter, silence, until one day they turn around, and you're not just ahead, you're untouchable. And by then, it's too late for them to catch up, because while they waited for permission, you were busy becoming a weapon. The truth is, you're not like them, never were. You don't dream small. You don't talk for validation. You don't chase popularity. You chase power, mastery, dominance. You're not driven by applause. You're driven by something darker, something deeper, a fire they can't put out. Because they didn't light it. You did. You lit that fire when you were doubted, when you were broken, when you were alone, and nobody showed up. You don't want revenge. You want redemption. And here's what's beautiful. You're not the only one. There's others like you. There. Out there. Unseen. Unheard. Unstoppable. They don't post every move. They don't talk. They do. And even though they walk alone, they walk the same direction up. And that's how you'll find your real tribe. Not in noise, but in the grind. You ever wonder why nothing impresses you anymore? It's because you've tasted growth. And once you taste real growth, the fake stuff never satisfies again. You stop caring about likes. You stop caring about who's watching. You stop needing validation from people who never understood you in the first place. You start needing only one thing, that man in the mirror to respect you. Because when he does, no one else matters. They told you you're not smart enough. You're not strong enough. You don't have what it takes. And you believed them for a while. But now you know better. Because the people who said you can't were just afraid that you might. And now that you did, they stay quiet. You've become dangerous. Not because you're violent, but because you've become immune to failure, rejection, criticism, doubt. You've become too focused to be distracted, too disciplined to be stopped, too scarred to be scared. They not like us because we've learned to suffer well, and the one who can suffer well can survive anything. So here we are, after all the nights, all the pain, all the betrayal, all the silence. You're still here, still standing, still hungry, still rising. You didn't just survive the war, you became the weapon. They not like us, and they never will be.